Lewis Hamilton's future at Mercedes is once again a huge topic in F1, with Ferrari reportedly ready to offer him a mammoth contract to join from next year. Rumors of Lewis Hamilton joining Ferrari have been sparked up again this week following a report the iconic F1 team are willing to put a £40 million contract offer on the table. Ever since Hamilton broke into the sport back in 2007 and won his first title a year later, the Brit has regularly been linked with a switch to Ferrari. It was reported at the time that former Ferrari president Luca di Montezemolo made an attempt to prize Hamilton away from McLaren. The rumors have been on and off ever since throughout Hamilton's career, with the Briton himself even toying with a possible switch. It was back in 2017, during contract negotiations with Mercedes, that he admitted to being a big fan of Ferrari. He said at the time, "I really wanted to make sure that when I came to the sport I wanted to experience being at two different teams, and to win at two different teams. People were like, you've won with McLaren, but can you do it with another? So I'm glad I did that. I'm a big fan of Ferrari, it's a fantastic team, but I love where I am." Speculation increased even more during the 2019 season when reports emerged that Hamilton had met twice with Ferrari boss John Elkann. Toto Wolff even admitted there was a 25% chance of Hamilton leaving Mercedes for Ferrari heading into 2020. Hamilton refused to be drawn on what was said in meetings with Elkann at the time. He said, "What happens behind closed doors is always private with whoever it is you end up sitting with." 2 years later, and Hamilton once again spoke of his dream to drive for Ferrari, admitting at the time that he didn't know why a move had never materialized. "For many years, when I came to Monza, walking next to the fans, I could hear them saying, 'Come to Ferrari,'" Hamilton said. "This warmed my heart, but it's pretty amazing that I've never driven for Ferrari in so many years. Because it is a dream for anyone, a goal to be achieved." And it was just earlier this month that Hamilton spoke about how he pictured himself driving in the famous prancing horse car. "I'd be lying if I said I'd never thought about ending my career anywhere else," he said. "I started at McLaren. I'd like to think I'll always be a part of the McLaren family. I started there when I was 13 years old, so I thought about what it would look like if I was at McLaren one day. I thought about and watched the Ferrari drivers on the screens at the track, and of course you wonder what it would be like to be in red. It looks extremely unlikely that a Hamilton-Ferrari partnership will come to fruition now, with the driver in the twilight of his career. His next contract is likely to be his last, and Hamilton has indicated that his desire is to stick it out with Mercedes until the end.